To my channel, Sunshine Shoulders. I'm Calvin. Thank you so much for stopping by today. Really appreciate it. So many channels you could be watching. You're watching mine. I'm here near the plaza in St. Carlos City, Nicholas Occidental. Tuesday morning, real busy as you'll see. I want to talk about my long distance relationship. Cost me 12 million pesos in the Philippines. Now this is another one of those stories right out of the Ripley's Believe It or Not. The kind and generous foreigner invests his life savings with the Filipina that he met online. She blows the money. He's the laughing stock of his family and friends. And you know the rest. But I want to give a little context to this subject before I get started and how I even came up with it. These stories have been happening ever since foreigners have been coming to the Philippines. They happen over and over and quite often, more often than you could imagine. I was just at home and I was watching Rafi Tufo. He's a senator now, Senator Tufo, and he's got a very, very popular show, and he kind of is a mediator between couples who are having marital problems, or one of the parties feels that they've been wronged by the other party, and he's super successful. He has more subscribers than any other vlogger in the Philippines. He earns more money on YouTube than anybody over here. And I'm watching the show, and it's a foreigner. I don't know. It's a white guy. I don't know. So I don't know if he was American, Canadian, from the UK, Australia. But they're doing an update on his story, and you may have seen it, where he meets a Filipino online. They fall in love, one reason or the other. So he starts sending the money over here, investing in the Philippines for their future. Well, of course, you know, she spends the money, sorry store, piggery, online store. Makes all the mistakes that they do when you give them that kind of money. Nothing pans out. Not only, well, he buys the engagement ring, but not only did they not get married, but she ended up, after she spent every peso of his, 11 million, she ends up marrying someone else. So he goes to Rafi Tufo. He wants a refund. Of course, he'll never get that back. He'll probably get a little bit of it back. And I don't know if I've been fortunate or unfortunate to know of so many instances like this in my over 13 years over here. When I was down in Zamboanga, it was a similar story that happened. Foreigner, you know, in the Philippines, he builds this extravagant house. She's living a life of luxury. She's right out of the squatter area. Well, he dies, but he leaves everything to the lady. Well, what does she do? She blows it. She ends up spending all the money that he left for in the bank. She sells the house for pennies on the dollar. And believe it or not, guys, she ended up right back in the squatters area. All these guys have the best intentions, but they make some mistakes, and that's what I'm going to talk about. And all of these stories, they have a lot in common, believe it or not. Now, I had another subscriber who, he built a 10 million peso home over here in the Philippines. The minute it was done, the woman starts an argument with him, which is basically their plan, their MO. Kicks him out, and there's nothing he can do. So I want to give you a few things that you can do. I'm not a lawyer, but I've got a few suggestions for you to help protect you and keep your money in your wallet. But everybody heard the story about my subscriber who gave the woman 3 million pesos. But now here we go with a guy. I get a call the other day. He said, Calvin, I don't know what to do. I need your help. He says, I've invested in my Filipino $200,000, which with the dollar being over 59 pesos to the dollar right now, it's 11,800,000 pesos that he's invested with this woman. They falling out. He may lose it all. I don't want to give too much information because he wanted me to tell his story, but he wanted me to keep him anonymous. He's from the States. It was his life savings. He did it against the wishes of his family and friends. They said, don't do it. Sold all his land in America, quite a bit of land there. Invested it all with the Filipino. Now he's on the verge of losing it all. I hope that doesn't happen. Now, here's some things that all of these stories have in common. First of all, they're long distance relationships. Every last one of them. Look, guys, if you don't hear nothing I'm saying today, listen to this. Stop sending vast amounts of money over here when you're not present. You hear me? Because it goes along with one of the other things that they have in common. They're giving this money to women who have no experience at all managing these large sums of money. I don't care whether it's starting a business. I don't care whether it's buying land or building a house. They have no experience. They end up getting cheated. You end up losing your life savings. And then they go on about their business. Good morning, man. Buntag. They take no responsibility for that. Because they'll say, oh, I didn't ask you to do that. And see, I'm talking from experience, okay? Me and Marilyn, we just got back yesterday from Bacolod City. You know, she's a fitness fanatic. So I wanted to get her some real good workout shoes because she buys her shoes from either the Sorry store, not the Sorry store, sorry, the Okay. Good morning, mein Buntag. For $150, and I said, look, you're going to end up hurting yourself doing that. Let me buy you some good shoes. So we go there, and I make a long story short, we buy her a nice pair of Adidas, real Adidas, for 3,100 pesos. Oh my gosh, she can't believe it. Because we're riding back on the bus, and she's just full of smiles. I'm like, what's wrong with you? I've never had 3,100 peso pair of shoes. I never had something so expensive. Because not only did I give her the shoes, we bought her a pair of Adidas, you know, the yoga pants, really nice, 1,700, by the way, which with the dollar being what it is, it's not even $25, guys. It's about $27. And then the shirt to match it was another 1,100, less than $20. But she went crazy over that. So imagine if I was to give her 1 million pesos or 11 million, or in this guy's instance, 12 million. You don't do that, guys. I would corrupt Marilyn. As nice of a woman she is, as intelligent she is, she's a great mother, she's going to start doing things that she normally wouldn't do. She's going to start buying stuff that she normally wouldn't do. She's not used to that. She almost feels apologetic that she's in a situation where she's prospering. Hey, mein Buntag! Where she's prospering. And a lot of the Filipinos that I met, they feel that same way. So what you do, you put them way up on a pedestal. And remember, they think they don't deserve to live like that. So what they're going to do, everything they can to get right back to where they started, You can't act against your thinking. And that's what we try to do. We force this stuff on women over here. They really don't ask for it. But it's a long distance relationship. If there should ever be a first rule with investing in Filipinas, it should be this. If you don't have any skins in the game, don't invest 1 peso. You're not married. You don't have any children. There's no connection at all other than this quote-unquote love connection. You don't have any skins in the game. And none of these 4 stories that I told you about had any skins in the game. Hey, good morning. So follow that first rule. If you don't have any kids by, you're not married, hey, good morning. Don't be investing those kind of money in any Filipino. They're undereducated. The highest education of any of these women, even the one down in Zamboanga who's married to the foreigner, is a high school diploma. Okay? It doesn't mean that they're not, that you need a college degree to be intelligent, but if you're going to invest that kind of money, you wouldn't do it at home. So why would you do it here? Would you invest $200,000, which is what he invested, with your loan officer, whoever he was, with only a high school diploma? I doubt that you would do that. And they were ugly, guys. Every last one of these women that they've been dealing with, they weren't just ugly, they were oogly. You know, I'm just saying, look, I'm not a 10, but these women were bona fide 2s and 3s. Nothing to lose your life savings over, because I was talking to a guy last night. I could even understand if it was a Miss Universe type that they ended up spending their money with. But it wasn't. These are women that I wouldn't even date in my own country, let alone come over here at 8,000 miles, give my life savings to. I'm sorry, guys. I'm not going to do it. I would have loved for him to come on here and share his story. See, a lot of the guys I deal with that follow my channel, even the guy, I've got a subscriber staying in the guest house right now. I say, hey, you want to tell your story? Oh, no, I want to stay behind the scenes. And good morning. I respect that. But you guys put me at a disadvantage. You won't come on and tell your story. You see all the other channels that got these guys coming from overseas, they tell all these interesting stories. But he said, hey, I'll let you tell my story. You know, just don't give my name, where I'm from, because he really wants to help somebody. But no matter what I say today, and no matter how many times we tell these stories, good morning, man, buntag. And no matter how many times we tell these stories, it's going to keep happening over and over. Now, people always say, oh, we're men, so that's why it happens. No, you can't use that excuse. In 2022, in this age of information, no way that we should be investing that type of money with women we've met online. So what can you do to protect yourself? First of all, you know, excuse me, when it comes to buying land and then you build a house on the land, and you know, Filipino tries to start an argument, because that's the MO. Then she'll, you know, you broke up, hey, good morning. She'll sell the land. So to prevent that, you can have her sign a lease agreement. Do it when times are good, when she's not mad at you. Say, yeah, you know, I want to do that, but I want to sign a lease agreement. You know, get with a lawyer. There's plenty competent lawyers over here. Great lawyers, matter of fact. I have one that helped me with my MBI case. And they'll do that for you. They'll protect you. That way, if you break up, you don't have to leave the land. You can stay on, especially if you build a house. She can't sell it out from underneath you. It keeps her honest. That's one thing you can do. Have some skins in the game at least. I mean, if you're going to do this kind of stuff, guys, at least be married to the lady. Have children by your children. Because all these women were single mothers. That's another thing they had in common. Because then I could see you doing that. It's like your life insurance policy that you're leaving to your heirs. In my case, okay, altogether I figure my land probably, I put about 30 to 35,000 US dollars into it. Do I want a lease agreement? No. You know why? Because my daughter's there, my flesh and blood. In the event something happens to me, or me and Marilyn break up, and she needs to sell that land to take care of my daughter, then I want her to be able to do that. But remember, I got skins in the game. So the first rule should always be, do not invest in a Filipina that you have no connection with. Guys, this is common sense. I was talking at dinner last night with the gentleman who's visiting me over here. And we were saying, for some reason, we don't practice the same common sense at home, over here, that we do at home, because the things that we do over here, we would never do at home. You would never give a strange woman $200,000 at home. Hell, if your mother calls you up and want to borrow $20, you get mad. But let a Filipina ask you for some money, you're willing to give her $200,000, which right now, good morning, my buntag, that would be $11,800,000. Now he's shaking in his boots. She's got him hanging upside down over a bridge. Nothing he can do, because he says, I didn't know the rules over there. Well, why would you invest in something you don't know the rules in? Giving all this money to these women, they have no experience with this kind of money. Imagine if I bought Marilyn a pair of 3,100 pesos. That came to, I'm trying to think how much that was. Just right at the top of my head. About $50. I don't even think it's 50. Somewhere around $50. And she lost her man. But I knew that all along. Filipinos like what they like. Marilyn goes to the okay store, which, by the way, when you buy that stuff there, you can't just wash it. You got to boil it. There's my bank that I go to, PNB Bank. Hey, man, buntag. These are the hardest working men in the Philippines right here. So do you think that I would give her $1,000,000 pesos as much as I care about her? I wouldn't do it. I'm going to corrupt her. So stop corrupting these people. I don't know if I'm fortunate or unfortunate to know of so many cases, to be involved with people who invested their life savings with the Filipina. Long distance relationship. No skins in the game. She's undereducated. She has no experience with that kind of money. She blows it. What do you think she's going to do with it? And she's ugly. You know, I'm going to just be honest. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. If you're going to give that kind of money away, she better be a damn Miss Universe over here. But thank you so much for stopping by today. I hope I helped somebody, because we got to stop this, guys. I'm not saying don't come over here and invest. You see what I did. But use your common sense. There's levels to this. You don't just start sending that type of money. I think the first amount he sent to her was like $25,000. Are you crazy? It's lifetime money over here. I'm talking about in savings for the typical Filipina. That's over $1,000,000 pesos. With the salary that they earn, guys, listen to me. They would never be able to have 1,250,000 pesos in their hand at one time. The gentleman who gave the lady $3 million, she was earning 285 pesos per day. So, do you really think that she'd have ever been able to have 1.3 million in cash, which is what it came up to, Out of the 3 million, she had 1.3 million cash at one time. She blew it. She don't have 1 peso right now. She couldn't buy a Filipino popsicle right now if she wanted to. So if you're in America, it's getting late. Before you let your head hit the pillow, please find somebody to help. You don't want them late grocery runs, beer runs, weed runs. Just getting off second shift when you're on your lunch break. See somebody in the street or wherever you see them. Buy them something to eat, buy them something to drink, give them a few dollars. If you're in the Philippines, it's early. It's probably about 7 a.m. No, it's not 7 a.m. yet. I don't know what I'm thinking. It's probably about 6:45 a.m. We got the whole rest of the day. Hey, buddy. How you doing? Hey, hold on. He recognized me, and usually when somebody recognizes me, I give him 100 pesos. This will make his day. Here, buddy, thank you. You recognized me today.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Are you a subscriber? Are you one of my subscribers? Okay. Take care.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Now that'll pay his bounty for the day. See, it gives him a peace of mind. That way, because a lot of these guys, you see them in the pedicabs, they work hard, man. They hardly have any customers. I mean, they really have to work hard. See, we bought Rick one of them. He ended up selling his. I was so mad at him. But you have the whole rest of the day to find somebody to help. Not a day goes by, I don't help somebody over here every single day, because somebody helped me when I was in my time of need. I hope I never forget that. Because if I don't know anything else, I know this one thing for sure. We help other people, we help ourselves. Take care, stay safe, stay COVID free. See you next time.